Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's close to the heart for anyone looking to stay healthy in their golden years: the foods older adults should steer clear of to reduce the risk of cancer. If you're like Mary from Chicago, who loves her morning sausage sandwich, or Hans from Munich, who can't resist a cold beer on the weekend, this one's for you. We'll explore which foods to limit, why they might pose a risk, and how to swap them out for delicious, health-friendly alternatives. Let's get started. Picture yourself in your cozy kitchen, the morning sun streaming through the window, as you plan your meals for the day. Eating well isn't just about filling your stomach, it's about nurturing your body, especially as you age. When you hit your 60s and beyond, your body becomes a bit like a cherished vintage car, still reliable, but it needs extra care to keep running smoothly. Cancer is a big concern for many, but here's the good news. Research from places like the World Health Organization suggests that 30 to 50% of cancers can be prevented with a healthy lifestyle, and what you eat plays a huge role. So, let's take a journey through the foods you might want to ease up on to keep your health in top shape. Processed meats, a tasty habit worth rethinking. Imagine Mary slicing up some bacon or sausage for her breakfast sandwich, the smell filling her kitchen. It's a comforting routine, but here's the thing. Processed meats like sausages, bacon, ham, or deli meats aren't the best friends for your health. Scientists at the International Agency for Research on Cancer have flagged these foods as a top-tier cancer risk.
Why?
They're often packed with preservatives like nitrates and nitrites, which can turn into harmful compounds in your body, potentially increasing the risk of cancers like colorectal, stomach, or even thyroid cancer. Plus, these meats are usually high in salt, which can stress your stomach and heart, something we need to watch out for as we age. So, what's the alternative? Instead of reaching for the sausage, try grilling a piece of chicken breast with a sprinkle of rosemary or thyme. It's just as flavorful and much kinder to your body. If you're craving something hearty, a lean cut of beef or some baked salmon can hit the spot. And for a fun twist, why not explore plant-based proteins? Lentils or tofu can be surprisingly delicious in a stir-fry or soup. Making these swaps doesn't just help your health, it can spark some creativity in the kitchen, turning your meals into a little adventure. Speaking of adventures, let's talk about another crowd pleaser that might be hiding some risks. Fried foods, crispy but risky. Who doesn't love the crunch of French fries or a golden piece of fried chicken? Hans might tell you about his love for fried snacks at Munich's Oktoberfest, dipped in tangy sauce. But here's the catch. When foods are fried at high temperatures, especially in reused oil, they can form compounds like acrylamide, which studies link to cancers like breast, kidney, or endometrial cancer. Fried foods are also often loaded with unhealthy fats that can cause inflammation, a sneaky trigger for cancer cells. And let's be honest, those extra calories can creep up, adding to weight gain, which is another risk factor for cancers like liver or colon cancer. The good news: you don't have to give up on flavor. Try baking or steaming instead. An air fryer can be your new best friend, giving you that crispy texture without drowning your food in oil. If you do cook with oil, go for extra virgin olive oil and use it just once. These small changes can make your meals feel lighter and keep your body happier. Plus, experimenting with new cooking methods can feel like a fun challenge, like perfecting a baked sweet potato wedge that's just as satisfying as fries. Now, let's shift gears to something that sneaks into so many kitchens: sugar. Sugary foods and drinks, sweet but not always innocent. Imagine Susan in London, savoring her afternoon tea with a plate of cookies or a creamy latte. Those sweet moments are hard to resist, but too much sugar, whether in candies, sodas, or even those fancy coffee drinks, can spell trouble. Research shows that refined sugars can fuel inflammation in the body, which creates a cozy environment for cancer cells to grow, especially for cancers like liver or breast cancer. Sugar can also mess with your gut's microbiome, weakening your body's natural defenses. For older adults, whose metabolism isn't as spry as it once was, piling on the sugar can also lead to weight gain, another cancer risk factor. But don't worry, you don't have to ditch sweetness altogether. Instead of a store-bought pastry, try baking an apple with a sprinkle of cinnamon or grabbing a handful of fresh berries. If you need a touch of sweetness in your tea, a drizzle of honey does the trick while adding a dose of antioxidants. These choices not only satisfy your sweet tooth but also pack in fiber and vitamins, giving your body a little extra love. From sweet treats, let's move to something many of us enjoy during a night out or a cozy evening: alcohol. Alcohol, a toast to moderation. Hans might raise a glass of beer to toast a beautiful evening, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying life's moments. But when it comes to alcohol, whether it's beer, wine, or spirits, less is more, especially as we age. Alcohol breaks down into a compound called acetaldehyde, which can damage cells and increase the risk of cancers like mouth, liver, or breast cancer. For older adults, the body doesn't process alcohol as efficiently, and if you're taking medications, alcohol can interfere in ways that aren't so friendly. Instead of a glass of wine, why not try a refreshing cranberry juice spritzer or a soothing green tea? These drinks are packed with antioxidants that help protect your cells. If you're looking for something calming to sip in the evening, a cup of chamomile or peppermint tea can feel like a warm hug. These swaps let you enjoy your rituals without the risks, keeping your evenings just as relaxing. But there's one more thing hiding in plain sight in many kitchens that we need to talk about: moldy foods. Moldy foods, a hidden danger in your pantry. Picture John in Texas, reaching for a jar of peanuts to munch on during a football game. But if those peanuts have been sitting too long and have a hint of mold, they could be trouble. Mold on foods like nuts, grains, or dried fruits can produce aflatoxin, a potent toxin linked to liver cancer. The tricky part? Mold isn't always visible, especially for older adults whose eyesight might not catch every detail. As our immune systems slow down with age, we're less equipped to handle these toxins. To stay safe, store your foods in airtight containers in a cool, dry place, and check expiration dates regularly. If anything smells off or looks odd, toss it without hesitation. Opt for fresh nuts from trusted stores and use them within a few weeks. A tidy pantry isn't just satisfying, it's a simple way to keep your kitchen a safe zone for your health. Building healthy eating habits. Small steps, big impact. Now that we've covered the foods to avoid, you might be wondering how to make these changes without feeling overwhelmed. It's all about small, doable steps. Take a page from Mary's book and plan your meals for the week. Maybe a colorful salad with grilled salmon or a hearty lentil soup. When you're at the grocery store, take a moment to read labels and skip anything with partially hydrogenated oils or heaps of sugar. If you're unsure where to start, a chat with a dietitian can be a game changer, tailoring a plan to your tastes and health needs. And don't forget to pair your eating habits with some gentle movement. Think a walk in the park or a yoga session in your living room. These habits don't just lower your cancer risk, they make you feel more energized and ready to enjoy life's little moments. Wrapping up, nourishing yourself is the ultimate gift. Eating well is one of the kindest things you can do for yourself. By easing up on processed meats, fried foods, sugary treats, alcohol, and moldy foods, you're building a shield to protect your health. Embrace vibrant, wholesome foods like roasted veggies, fresh fruits, or a warm cup of herbal tea. Each choice you make is a step toward feeling stronger and living longer. Thank you for watching until the end. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts mean the world to us, so don't hold back. Reading your comments fuels our motivation and inspires us to keep going. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us create more content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.